Mike Morgan.
If you've been with us today so far since 4 o'clock, and we hope you have, you might have noticed it's been a challenge back here. Our weather computers have been, what's the word? On the fritz. On the fritz, yes. They might still be, but then again, they might not. We're going to find out on live television right now. Let's take a look outside. Skies are partly cloudy. Our temperature is up in the mid to high 70s. Now, the rain today has been disappointing. There's no doubt about that. It did rain a little bit, of course, this morning, but the amounts were quite light. And skies are partly cloudy out there right now. And our temperatures have rebounded into, I think the Fritz is back, rebounded into the mid 70s out there. Guys, let's go over to Max 2, and we'll show you on the satellite review on Max 2, showing the rain earlier today, pushing from northwest Oklahoma down into central Oklahoma, now into southeast Oklahoma. We'll see a few showers redevelop later on this evening, but only a 30% evening probability. Waiting on this main storm system here. Still, the timeline on this is going to be late Thursday into Thursday night. Most of the energy is coming across at night. That has not changed, which is very good for any strong system in late April to come across Oklahoma. And I'll show you that severe weather risk and how that stacks up going forward, certainly right on through the next 72 hours or so. So we're talking about basically that weather system moving from west to east, approaching Oklahoma and moving that way. And gosh, let's go back over to Max 1. Max 1 now apparently is working 75, 76 degrees outside, and the temperatures are in the low to upper 70s. So there's that same radar satellite review showing the rain moving on by. A few showers redevelop, waiting on that system right there for later Thursday and Thursday night. Here's your Wednesday evening. This evening, it's a 30% probability of some showers redeveloping, pretty low probability, otherwise partly cloudy, and mid 70s down to the low 70s by 9 and 10 p.m. Here's the risk for later tomorrow. Enhanced risk in orange, slight risk in yellow, marginal risk in green, 75-mile-per-hour winds, 2.75-inch diameter hail, and a few tornadoes. There will not be widespread supercells in the orange, but there will be a few supercells coming in from the Texas Panhandle. And again, that main wave of energy crosses the Highway 81 and the I-35 corridor in the middle of the night. And statistically, for late April, that if you have to have it happen, that's when you want it to happen because the tornado probabilities are lowest in the middle of the night. That's a good thing for late April. Now, by sunrise Friday, the risk begins at about I-35, but very quickly pushes away Friday midday into Friday afternoon, well off to our east, where there is at least a pretty big hail and a few tornado threat, mainly over in eastern Oklahoma, eastern Kansas, Missouri, and Arkansas. So that's that first system, storm number 1 coming on through. Okay, so a few showers do develop this evening, 30% probability, and a few showers and thunderstorms possible tonight, 30% probability. Those will shift up into far northern Oklahoma and northeast Oklahoma late tonight and tomorrow, where there may be severe weather throughout the day tomorrow up near the Kansas-Oklahoma border. Then a few supercells out to the west in the eastern Texas Panhandle. Dry line comes on out. The main wave of energy moves across the I-35 corridor again, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. early Friday morning, which that timeline has not changed, and that's when you want it to happen if you have to have a strong storm system cross by our state. And Friday will be windy, dry, and mild. Now, Saturday, midday through Saturday night late, maybe even towards sunrise Sunday morning, I think the severe weather threat is significantly higher on Saturday and Saturday evening and Saturday night. Second storm system coming on by. The timing of it is more favorable during the late afternoon and evening hours. So I think the risk of elevated severe weather, supercells and such on Saturday is quite a bit higher. Unfortunately, we'll just track that carefully for you. And Saturday night is a weather heads up day. 71 degrees this evening, 65 degrees, a few showers and thunderstorms possible tonight. 30 to maybe 40% is a stretch for the probability of rain overnight tonight. And there are your lows in the middle 60s. Best chance of rain by morning up in northern and northeastern Oklahoma. And for tomorrow, 80 with only a low 20% rain chance for tomorrow in the metro as the Fritz starts to come back. That's why that map looks funky right there. Low to moderate to excellent probability of thunderstorms and then a few supercells out here to the west. So here's my 7-day forecast. 65 to 80 for tomorrow. Again, 30 to 40% later this evening and tonight, and then 20% for tomorrow, back up to 70% tomorrow night. That 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. time frame early Friday morning. A few of those storms could be severe then. We'll watch that carefully for you overnight. 64 to 83 on Friday, a windy and a dry day. Your Friday evening does look nice. It's a heads-up weather day on Saturday. Second storm quite a bit stronger, much more favorable for a much larger part of our state to have severe weather around. And I think we do get around a very heavy rainfall late Saturday and Saturday night. And then Sunday, we partially clear in 72. Then we warm up and we mostly dry out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. I'm not a tap dancer, but I try.
You did pretty good, my friend.
Your weather system just woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
We're about to kick it out of the house.
It's moody today.
Well, you, my friend, as always, were able to provide a great forecast. Oh, well, depending on if you
a
like
lot of
rain or
button
not.
pushing on that one, I promise.
Thank you, Mike.